incalculable evils that will result from the lack of just and discriminating instruction. One of the things that was a point that I wrote down was error sanctifies no one. Error sanctifies no one. If you think about the reality of those words, you make an error and you know that you always get punished for your errors. And we understand that the effect of it, even on the minds of true Christians, this kind of error that Christians are watched over to make is only to mar their piety, their righteousness, is to rob them of their righteousness and to dim its luster, this piety and righteousness that's inside of a Christian, and also to darken their minds. This is the reason that I spoke about this error that lurks on the wings. We learned last week, a couple of weeks ago, about how a great servant had obviously fallen away through his love for the world, and this is exactly what it is. Error has crept in because he was very close to the shore, that he fell into the depths of the sea. Before he realizes, he was consumed by the world. And so the effect of it is on even on the minds of true Christians. If we allow error, it dims our piety. It gives us this lackluster belief system. So we're not regular in church, and we not doing the things of the Lord, and we have a dark mind. So I believe this morning, as we delve into today's word, that every person must give an account of the nature of his instructions. And he should therefore take heed firstly of himself and his doctrine. It's very important. We see that in 1 Timothy, Paul exhorting Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 4 and 16, verse 16, and says, "And preach such doctrine as shall bear the test of the great day." Paul, I think, when he took Timothy under his wings, he deposited into Timothy such great gems. He made a master builder of Timothy, teaching him the tricks of the trade. And one of the things that we've come to discover, that he gives him a platform of understanding, that there are certain things that are coming at him that he needs to be mindful of. And then he builds him in accordance to what this text says. He builds him to last to that great day when this test will come. And from this we learn that it is important that the church should be built on a strong foundation, on a true foundation, and that it is scarcely less important that it should be built up in the knowledge of secular truth. We need to be really sensitized to this. What we're seeing in a lot of churches, in mega churches, etc., we're seeing truth being bandied around in the guise of what is right and what is righteous. And so what we are reminded here of is that if it has not have its basis on the foundation of Christ, then there's no absolute truth. We can kiss that doctrine or that woman fancy that some of these so-called ministers are portraying in the name of truth. That we need to understand this morning that if our foundations